こんにちは。JapanesePod101 です。
おはよう東京。こんばんはニューヨーク。こんにちはロンドン。
Hi everyone, Jessie です。Jessie here.
こんにちは、夏子です。Hi everyone, I'm Natsuko.
Welcome to Lower Beginners Season 1, Lesson 11. What's your biggest fear in Japan?
So Jessie, what are we going to learn in this lesson?
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to talk about fears and phobias, as well as how to connect two or more adjectives to describe something in detail.
And where does this lesson's dialogue take place?
Emily is talking to the little boy from the park from the last lesson.
では聞きましょう。
犬のアレルギーですか？
うん、花粉症。
私も花粉症です。だから春が好きじゃありません。
僕は高いところが怖くて嫌い。
恐怖症？
うん、高所恐怖症。
高所恐怖症。長くて難しい言葉ですね。
Let's hear the conversation one time slowly.
犬のアレルギーですか？
うん、花粉症。
私も花粉症です。だから春が好きじゃありません。
僕は高いところが怖くて嫌い。
恐怖症。
うん、高所恐怖症。
高所恐怖症。長くて難しい言葉ですね。
Now let's hear it with the English translation.
犬のアレルギーですか？
A dog with an allergy?
うん、花粉症。
Yeah, he has hay fever.
私も花粉症です。だから春が好きじゃありません。
I have hay fever too, so I don't like spring.
僕は高いところが怖くて嫌い。
Huh. For me, I'm scared of high up places. I hate them.
恐怖症？
A phobia?
うん、高所恐怖症。
Yeah, acrophobia.
高所恐怖症。
Acrophobia?
長くて難しい言葉ですね。
That's a long, difficult word, isn't it? Okay, so in the last lesson, we were talking about legitimate allergies using the phrase アレルギーがあります. But in this dialogue, we heard the word for phobia.
恐怖症。
恐怖 means fear, and 症 means illness. So a phobia in Japanese is literally a fear illness.
To say you have a phobia or are scared of something, you just say the thing then 恐怖症です。
Let's hear the words for some common phobias. Fear of heights, or acrophobia, is
高所恐怖症。高所 means high places.
fear of small or narrow spaces, or claustrophobia, is
閉所恐怖症。閉所 is closed in spaces.
fear of frogs, for example, would be
カエル恐怖症。By the way, Jessie-san, do you have any phobias?
I would have to say the one from the dialogue, actually. A fear of high places.
Oh, 高所恐怖症。
Right. Listeners, do you have any phobias or fears? Try looking it up in Japanese and sharing it with us. All right, now let's move on to the phrases and vocabulary for this lesson. Let's take a look at the vocabulary for this lesson. The first word we shall see is
も、
also, too.
も、も、
Next is
春、
spring.
春、春、
Next we have
好きな、
likable, to like.
好きな、好きな、
Next is
ふーん、
hmm.
ふ、ん、ふーん、
Next is
高い、
high, tall, expensive.
高い、高い、
Next is
ところ、
place.
ところ、ところ、
Next we have
長い、
long.
長い、長い、
Next is
難しい、
difficult, hard, troublesome, complicated.
むずかしい、難しい、
Next is
言葉、
language, dialect, word.
ことば、言葉、
And last is
だから、
so, therefore, because.
だから、だから。
Let's have a closer look at the usage for some of the words and phrases from this lesson. What's the first word we're looking at?
The word だから meaning because.
This is a really useful word. You can also translate it as so or therefore. You can use it in front of a statement that is the result of another statement. The structure would be statement 1, だから statement 2. So statement 1 is giving a reason for statement 2. For example,
私は高所恐怖症です。だから東京タワーを登りません。
I'm scared of heights, so I won't go up Tokyo Tower. All right, what's our next word?
It's the words for the 4 seasons. Season is 季節 in Japanese.
So first we have spring,
春、
summer,
夏、
autumn or fall,
秋、
and winter.
冬、
Okay, and what's the next word we have?
ふーん。
Less a word than a sound. So when would you use this phrase, Well, it can be used to express understanding, like, wow, really? In English. It can also be used to show that you're unimpressed by what someone says. For example,
ジェシー、私は実は大金持ちなんだよ。Jesse, did you know I'm actually really rich?
This is a really casual sound, so be careful not to use it in polite conversation. All right, now let's move on to the lesson focus. The focus of this lesson is how to connect 2 or more adjectives to describe something in detail, to say things like, this movie is long and boring. Okay, Natsuko, how do we get started connecting 2 adjectives? Let's use the sentence I just mentioned.
Movie is 映画. The word for long is 長い and boring is つまらない. To connect 長い and つまらない, take the e of 長い to make 長. Then as the ending くて, so we have 長くてつまらない.
This くて ending is equivalent to and in English. Again, always remember to remove the final i before adding くて. It's not 長いくて, but 長くて. Can we have some more examples of this くて form?
高い
Expensive, high up, becomes
高くて
how about another one?
怖い
Which means scary, becomes
怖くて
and how about one more?
難しい
Difficult, becomes.
難しくて
Okay, listeners, now try making the connective form for the following adjective.
おいしい
And this means delicious. Listeners, say the connective form of this word in Japanese.
おいしくて
Let's try another. How about the word fun?
楽しい。
Listeners, what's the connective form?
楽しくて。
All right, so have you got it? Now, when you connect two adjectives, the second adjective doesn't change. Only the one that comes first has the kute ending. Let's try some example sentences. Natsuko, how about describing someone who's nice and good looking?
彼は優しくてかっこいいです。
Yasashi means kind, and kakkoi means good looking or cool. In the dialogue, we heard the boy say,
高いところが怖くて嫌い。
I'm scared of high up places. I hate them. Remember we said in the previous lesson that certain words that are verbs in English are adjectives in Japanese? Like the word for hate, kiraina. Listeners, listen and repeat. I'm scared of high up places. I hate them.
高いところが怖くて嫌い。
Now listeners, say, I'm scared of high up places. I hate them in Japanese.
高いところが怖くて嫌い。
Okay, we've just looked at connecting e adjectives with the kute ending, but how would we go about connecting na adjectives? For example, kireina.
It's easy. You just replace the na with the particle de.
So for example, clean and spacious would be.
きれいで広い。
What about cheerful and bright?
元気で明るい。
Now let's have a full sentence. Sushi is beautiful to look at, right? So let's try saying, sushi is beautiful to look at and delicious.
寿司はきれいで美味しい。
Listeners, listen and repeat. Sushi is beautiful to look at and delicious.
寿司はきれいで美味しい。
Now listeners, try saying, sushi is beautiful to look at and delicious in Japanese.
寿司はきれいで美味しい。
All right, how did it go? For more examples, please check out the lesson notes. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this lesson. How did you find it?
どうでしたか？
Please leave us your comments, questions, and any feedback you have on the lesson page.
じゃあまた。
See you next time!
犬のアレルギーですか？
うん。花粉症。
私も花粉症です。だから春が好きじゃありません。
僕は高いところが怖くて嫌い。
恐怖症？
うん。高所恐怖症。
高所恐怖症。長くて難しい言葉ですね。